apologize. And mean it.
To the wife of one of the members of Warrior Tier, my wife has recently brought it to my attention that,
what don't you do?
Do not message people during family gatherings.
Mm-hmm.
Most notably a quinceañera.
Mm-hmm. Or what's gonna happen?
You will be irritated with me.
And I'm gonna take the broom to you.
Send help. Send help. Hey Warpugs, today we're going to be checking out TZEENTCH, Change into the Guardsman. This is by Warrior Tier. Now, I have had conversations with members of Warrior Tier for just a little bit now. Over the past 2 weeks, I think I've talked to the entire team at this point. Me and their video editor was talking a little while ago, like a couple of days ago, about just how much, and I know how much effort they put into this stuff, because I know what I'm doing myself. I've talked to, like, they've all been looking forward to this one. They've all been looking forward to this one coming out. Guys, as every time I check out something for Warrior Tier, guys, check out the description down below for Warrior Tier shop. Get yourself some nice threads. Check out my own merch shop while you're at it. All that being said, I have been looking forward to this. Their video on Nurgle was absolutely horrifying. It was absolutely horrifying. It was one of my first experiences with Warrior Tier, and it has gladly not been the last. So, we're going to get into this. Check it out. Guys, go support Warrior Tier. Links are going to be in the description down below. If this is your first experience with Warrior Tier, you're in for a treat. I know. And hi, Mama Warrior Tier. Hi, Papa Warrior Tier. And hi, guys from Warrior Tier. Let's get into it. Okay.
Boss. It seems so long since I left, and it seems so strange that I'm coming back. I left here a guardsman, and they're telling me I'm a hero. There's a parade waiting for me. That seems so damned strange. I left 26 years ago, but it seems everything has changed. I certainly know I have. I don't know who couldn't. I'm told that all of us aboard this ship will be met officially by the new planetary governor.
Oh, isn't that swell?
We'll be met by him and his army of clerks, counselors, and officials. That's truly strange.
Yes?
Life in the Guard gets you used to people acting a certain way. Smiling faces and friendly words aren't exactly the go-to for most 200-year-old generals. Or their captains.
True.
Or their soldiers, to be honest.
Very true.
I can tell the people crammed in here with me feel the same. I've spent the last 20 years flying from war zone to war zone, being dropped by mass transit haulers onto worlds whose names I don't know. The others here are probably the same as me. I don't know any of them. We might all be from the same world, but that doesn't make us brothers.
True.
That doesn't really mean much. I've not sat with them in trenches, eating gruel out of cans.
I must say, I can massively appreciate this artwork. I can 100% appreciate this artwork. It's probably the most beautiful piece of artwork I've ever seen, flat out, because of Tao's being stabbed. But aside from that, I'm wondering where they're getting all this, because this looks absolutely amazing.
I've not been blinded by artillery beside them, but I know for a fact we'll all have to pretend we understand each other, even though we don't. What's strangest, though, is the fact my brother and his wife will be there. I haven't seen them since I left, obviously.
Obviously.
I know what he'll say. He'll say, Tylus, I cannot believe they let you come back home.
My reference is T662. It is my duty to haul these crates. We are maintained by the Calibos Fabricator. Servitor designation, menial. Harvested from Arbitrator Pen 5.6.4 Alpha Beta. We serve the God Emperor of mankind.
I love that picture. Oh my god, I'm seeing the images, and the images are so freakish.
We serve humanity. We are proof of the Omnissiah's divinity. Blessed be the machine god. Blessings upon the motive force. Blessings unto the great turner of all wheels.
Tylus, I cannot believe they let you come back home.
Oh my god.
He'll be a stranger to me, as will his wife, and my nephews and nieces. I'll hug him and I'll say I missed him. And I did. I might even get a chance to spend some time alone with him. We'll maybe get to laugh and joke about that time we almost got caught by the arbitrators. They would have locked us up for stealing that food.
True.
Damn, we were lucky. But our mother was hungry. We were good kids, not rebels or criminals. To be frank, that's why I joined the Guard. I was worried they might find a way to arrest me for theft. Figured it was the best way to get off world. My brother will say the same thing again. That thing he always says. He thinks a person's life is a set path. I'm not so sure about that. It's tough to believe there's a plan when you've seen the things I've seen. It's tough to think there's a reason for all the friends that I've lost, even though I know they joined up to serve a greater purpose. They joined to serve their families, to keep their homes safe.
When does this, I know this goes wrong, I just don't know when, and I don't know how badly.
I really understood that to start off with.
I don't know how badly.
I was out of place. But I understand now. How can I not understand when I'm in a ship that's in high orbit above my home? That's what you need. Something to believe in. I'll pray in the chapels, offer gifts at the shrines, but there won't be a shrine for the person who deserves one. There won't be a shrine to my mother. There won't be shrines for the poor people who have starved, or for the soldiers who haven't earned their image being shown off on voxcasts on huge screens. But I'll do what I have to do. That's my duty. And as my brother always says, you can't escape your fate.
Oh, man.
My reference is Tylus. It is my duty to hold these crates. Maintained by the Calibos Fabricator. Kidnapped from Arbitrator Pen 22723. Innocent. We serve the God Emperor of mankind. I've been told this message.
You can't escape your fate.
Don't tell me that this is gonna. Oh,
Would you like to hear a tale?
please.
A tale of how I was kidnapped by an Arbites peacekeeper. How I was beaten, broken, starved, and tortured. After 3 years of indoctrination, I was sent off-world, never to return. Indoctrination, my favorite word. And I have many words. Indoctrination. It was indoctrination that was given to me alongside rat-eaten flak armor and a barely functioning lasgun. It was indoctrination that saw me and 235,000 others butcher a peaceful alien empire. An empire of cultures, faiths, lovers, and art. It was the barking, hellish sergeants who ordered us forth under threat of execution. It was the preening, arrogant, gold-toothed generals who sipped their wines while we young ones burned libraries, burned paintings, and removed from the universe an entire race. It was Sergeant Ferrain who pinned on my blackened armor a medal. What was the medal for? Detonating a charge that had been set beneath a street. In the street, thousands of innocents. Mere peaceful protesters whose only crimes were knowledge and existence. Amongst blackened bones and broken bodies, I found the book each of those aliens clutched to their chests. A book containing their galactic truth. Of course, it wasn't the truth, but in reading that book, I realized the Imperial truth was just another story. Indoctrination had told me that the Emperor loved me, saw me, and saved me. That I waged war in his name, and that he had died for me. But that book, that barely readable bundle of linen, taught me the first truth.
And this is... Oh, God. Oh, here we go.
It was then that I swore I would return home one day and take Sergeant Ferrain with me. For that first truth was that all faith is a lie. All indoctrination, just another mask. Another mask to be ripped from reality and cast into the flames that burn in the forges.
Very subtle how
Of
this
change.
is being done, and I love it. There it is!
For the God Emperor is a lie. And that is my second favorite word. Deceit. I do not bring falsehood. For my brothers and I bring the truth.
No.
We bear the truth. the word of our Lord. For as all exists, all must fade. And as all must fade, it must also change. I pledged I would not return home until I had changed. And here I am, Calibos. It may have taken 70 standard years to get here, but the winds of the warp drove the ship of my fate home. Sergeant Forain is with me too. His fleshless face screams out as my brothers and I approach.
Why are word bearers like this?
I hear those screams. I hear him pleading, begging for me to not go home. For he had once told me I would never come back.
Yeah.
He had spat in my face and told me I would die a wretch on some piss-water backwards world. And yet here I am. I hear the planetary governor whispering into his secret Vox unit, asking about the fleet that just emerged in high orbit. My fleet. I wonder, will Calibos be the staging grounds for parades of their returning son? Will I get to shake friendly hands and hear softly spoken words of welcome? Or, as so many have, will Calibos's people plug their ears and scream, desperate to not hear the word?
Oh,
Desperate
God, no.
to live in the filth-smeared ignorance of their deceitful imperial lie. Desperate to worship at the altar of the largest deception in galactic history. They will try to resist us. They always do. But you cannot escape your fate. Fate is all there is. We all sail a course charted long before our species even left the water. The grand conductor never ceased. Every human who looks up at the stars and wonders what is out there already belongs to us, as Calibos now belongs to me, as Calibos will never belong to me, as Calibos was always going to belong to me, and always did. As I was bound in chains, so shall this world be bound. I will choke the ignorance from its bones. With time, it will bear the word. The word of all truths, all lies, and loves. You can't escape your fate. Mine was set long, long ago, when I was a human, weak and fearful. My name was Tylus. Was. Back when I was deaf to the truth. A truth. The truth of our Lord of Change. With the Book of Lorgar in
This is why Lorgar needs to be nuked.
one hand and my blade in the other, I will preach the word upon all worlds, be they human worlds or not. All will come to hark the lament of the great changer. All will hark and weep, for time is naught. The eye sees all. Forain's phantom voice whispers in my ear.
That's disturbing.
Turn back. Don't make me watch. Please. Please, he begs. He fears what he will see.
Come on,
But
man.
where he and I will go, our eyes won't be necessary.
I love that Event Horizon reference. I love that Event Horizon reference.
I took his eyes many decades ago. And then I took the eyes of the other captains. Then the generals. As their ranks grew blind, I grew only more perceptive. I have 1 trillion eyes, each seeing 1 trillion colors. Those visions burn all they touch and tell me the truth. You cannot escape your fate. I see the warp churning, aching to birth horrors beyond comprehension. For 10,000 years, Lorgar's prayer has resounded through all of creation. Every soul dances to that tune. The song my father sang never stopped. Every world is turned by its insatiable melodies.
This guy is portraying an amazing word bearer.
With time, even the most devout slave of the God Emperor will come to learn, will come to witness. All will come to bear the word.
No. Okay, so this was impressively done. I'm going to point a couple of things out. There are quite a few things that happened in this, okay? And I do not know 100% if I'm looking at this correctly. Let me just go through it. Because I'm going to say what I took from this, and I'm going to message somebody right after this and ask them if this was the intent, because I got a pretty good feeling I'm on course for this. All these stories are of the same person with different fates. All these people are the same with different fates. You got the first story, which is a return to Calibus from the story of a guardsman who is returning home. The second story is him as a servitor after dealing with basically being caught for being a criminal. Third one is him telling the story of how he left home to essentially not get caught. Maybe I'm completely off on this. The fourth one is him, these two stories combined, really. This one is completely different. This is the first real mark-off right here for me. This is him having been taken as a prisoner and put inside the guard regiment. this whole last part is the word bearer part. So the first half, I feel, is two stories, and the last half is another story entirely, all involving the same person. I actually need to message this guy, ask him if this is what I'm seeing here. You cheeky devils. Okay, so there's so many parts to this, and the best part about it is it's just as confusing as TZEENTCH is. TZEENTCH is change, flat out, from the ground up. The central concept, I think, in this is his first real violation of an absolute, which in this case would be the law, the stealing of food to feed his mother. I think that at that point, all these fates are interconnected to that central point, to that one instance in his life where a tenet of his existence was violated to serve a greater purpose. And all of these fates stretch out from that. All of these fates stretch out from that. He joins the guard to avoid being caught. He's turned into a servitor because of this. It sounds like he was sent in a penal legion.
My bad.
I just got somebody in trouble. I just got somebody in trouble. I was messaging somebody and I just got somebody in trouble. It's my fault. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. When you see this, point at him, then point at me and be like, this is why we can't have nice things. I just got somebody into trouble. My fault. But everything's bound to this central place, this central thing. I love this. As much as the Nurgle one was horrifying in the way that it displayed the aspects, because this person, all five fates, Guardsman, Servitor, Bitter Guardsman, Wordbearer, all bound up in one thing. They're all taken by TZEENTCH. All of them. Whether they actively acknowledge it or not, they're all contributing to TZEENTCH. 100%. That's just the way it is. And that's the way it is with the Chaos Gods. That's the way it is with the Chaos Gods. Oh my god. In one fate, the guy is a guardsman, fully coming home after 20 years. In the second one, he's caught after he steals food and turned into a servitor. The third one, he's very bitter. Very, very bitter. In the fourth one, he's caught again, turned into a servitor. And in the fifth one, it sounds like, to me, he's sent into a penal legion. And when he gets sent into that penal legion, they encounter the word bearers and he becomes one. If you guys can hear the rain, I'm sorry about it. This, amazingly done. I love this. I got somebody into trouble. I'm sorry. Check the description down below, guys. Check the description down below. And, yeah. Go subscribe to Warrior Tier. I cannot, the Nurgle video was terrifying from a very, visual, audio point of view. This one was from just an existential point of view, because no matter what this guy did, it was in TZEENTCH's hands from the start. This is why I love Warrior Tier. Alright, guys. So I'm going to head out. Tell me your opinion on what happened here. Because I know that you guys have opinions. I love this. While this wasn't as aesthetically and mood-settingly horrifying as the Nurgle video, it's a different kind of horror. It's a much different kind. It's a much more unsettling kind. Because, you know, you can't escape your fate. Check the description down below for Warrior Tier. Highly encourage you guys to go by and see them. If you have not already, you should. Go down there and check out for the Warrior Tier shop. Get yourself some drip. I'm done. I'm out. I'm going to go shut up now. I'll catch you guys next time.